We're here with Stephen Howson and Abdullah. We're outside Old Trafford, 2-1 today. 3 points deserved.
Yeah, man. It was nice to come here and actually enjoy the football for the first hour or so, wasn't it?
It felt like a professional Manchester United performance that you come to expect here at Old Trafford. And why was that, do you think?
I think the difference was we moved it in the midfield faster. Fred brought a lot of energy. Mata was allowed to play it. Pogba, I mean, today you saw both sides of him, didn't you? You saw both sides of Pogba. You saw that world-class, oh my God, how does he do half the things he does, and then f***ing Howson, what are you doing there, sort of.
Do we have to come to accept that kind of thing with him?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's why he needs someone. Maybe that's why he thrived in the Juventus side alongside some genuine other world-class players and people like real leaders like Pirlo, like Vidal, and players like that around him. Maybe they brought the best out of him. Maybe you have to console yourself that he's going to be f***ups with Pogba, but at times he's also going to be able to win you a game as well. And I think that's summed up with the frustration of that run-up, the missing the penalty and then burying that after it, and creating chances left, right, and centre for us. It's just Pogba, innit? But Joe, let's not focus on the negative. Fred today shows Jose up for why he's not been playing him, because I thought he was great today. Real energy, real movement.
And big difference to the midfield, didn't he?
I think not just him as well. I thought Marcus's movement up front. Movement's the word of the day today. Is that there was loads of movement. Mata movement, Fred movement, Pogba movement, Martial and Rashford movement. I think if them two can get some sort of relationship going, because it doesn't look like they like to pass to each other to me. If they can get some sort of relationship going, I think they could be a real partnership for us, because we actually, like we said earlier, didn't we? If we play to their strengths today, then we could look fantastic. And at times we did play to their strengths, but at times we also looked a little bit disjointed in that final third with them three, I thought.
Do you think Matic is suffering from the same thing as Lukaku did, where he's just looking tired, kind of needs to get dropped for the best of him at the moment, because he's looking poor out there?
Probably, yeah. I don't understand why Ander Herrera can't do the job that Matic does. I think he does it really well, and he brings a house to it as well, which I love. So I've got time for that. I don't know why.
Maybe contractual?
Maybe, but I doubt it. I think it's just that he is one of Jose's boys. He is one of his signings. He needs one of them in 11. But we rested Lukaku today. He didn't look great when we came on. He missed a brilliant chance to add it to a third. But what I want to know is, if you're resting a guy, why can't we rest the guy? Because giving him an hour off isn't resting him. Because he still had to go for, I mean, people sometimes think that the 90 minutes is all they're doing. It's not, because they've done the match prep beforehand. They've done the staying up, the travelling with the team, the warm-up, the being in the dressing room. You need a mental rest as much as you need a physical rest. And for me,
coming on and missing that chance.
Exactly, it didn't do him any good whatsoever. Give him half an hour off, like, oh, nice one. Like, just give him the whole game off, and almost tell him, unless this goes completely tits up, you ain't coming on. Sit there and chill out.
Lindelof and Smalling seem to have swapped roles recently. Lindelof's seems to be our better centre half, and Smalling's gone to pot.
Smalling needs to start eating steaks again, and he'll sort himself out, because there's been no
old Alan Brazil excuse.
There's been no top centre halves that are f***ing vegan ever, and there never will be.
We've finally got to the bottom of it. Abdullah, seen you after. You seemed happy, but a bit frustrated with the ending to the game.
I was a bit frustrated. I thought when Lukaku came on, I thought he was trying to do the things that a lot of people, come at him for. Like, he's trying to hold his touches a bit better. But when that ball comes in with so much space, you got to bury that. Michael Keane gave him so much space in there. You just got to put your head straight through that. So the back of the net, I don't know what's wrong with him now. But like Steve said, I think he needs an actual game's rest. I don't understand why he came on today. I thought he should have been there in case we were chasing down the game, but I don't think he should have come on. I was happy to see Fred. He's absolutely brilliant. The way he moves the ball in midfield is fantastic. I thought there's a few bits with his play that he needs to polish up, but that comes with game time, in my opinion. Herrera as well. As soon as he comes on, you see some of the interceptions he puts in. He cuts out the ball. He reads the game really well. He can do that over Matic. Why do we have Matic in there? Because the amount of times I see Marcus make a run in between the lines, and then he expects Matic to just find that pass, and Matic doesn't. He never finds that forward pass. He rarely ever turns around and looks forward, and it's very frustrating. It's a cliche thing to go, oh, your midfielder's going sideways, but when you look at Jorginho go sideways for Chelsea, it's to release pressure, and then if he finds if there's a forward pass in front of him, he'll do that. And for me, Matic needs to drop, because Herrera, Fred and Pogba can form a brilliant midfield. And the other positive today, in my opinion, was Victor Lindelof.
Picked up where he left off from against Juve, didn't he?
100%. I mean, Jose spoke about how, Bonucci, Chiellini make it look beautiful defending. He made it look beautiful today. he made it look so simple. Even like when he's playing out of position and just looking for that passing between the lines, he doesn't make it look hard, and that's what we want to see from our defenders. And maybe that's what Eric Bailly wasn't doing enough. Unfortunately, I don't see a partnership right now at United, because when you put Bailly and Lindelof, I think there's something missing. Even though I thought that might be the partnership that we get. In some games it might work where teams are playing in behind you and so on. But there's no dominance in the air, there's no strength in between those two, I don't feel. And then Smalling, Lindelof, Smalling's always going to mess up. So I feel like maybe we need a partner for either Bailly or Lindelof, because right now there's no balance in the back line, and hopefully pick up from next week.
Need a leader in there, innit? Ashley Young had a good game today, and it's
Talk
like,
about Tony Marshall's goal.
Yeah, one sec, I'll come to you for that. But Ashley Young had a good game today, and it's like, I don't think Ashley Young should be a fullback. But it's so annoying because he'll have games like against Salah and today against a very good front three in Everton, and he'll play fantastic, and then other games where he's absolutely awful at fullback. Like, he was good again today.
He was playing at left wing for Aston Villa 10 years ago. What's he doing at right back for Man United? Like, I can't obviously blame the guy because Mourinho's picking the side, but he put in a shift today. His reading of the game is pretty decent for someone who's just a makeshift for like the last 2 or 3 seasons, but you can't keep playing a 33-year-old failed winger at fullback.
He's not a failed winger, that's a bit harsh.
All right, maybe not a failed winger, but
he was once better than Ronaldo and Messi, according to Martin O'Neill. You remember that? That game was against Everton as well. Anyway, Tony Marshall, what a goal. 5 goals, 7 starts this season. And he's still not signed that contract.
Sign a team.
It's going up, innit? It's going up.
While he's scoring goals, you got to keep playing the guy, because we ain't got anybody else that's consistently finding the back of the net. And I still think there's areas in his game that he can improve. I think he's a little bit out for himself still. Maybe that's his prerogative, that he wants to get a move out of here, whether he signs a deal or not. I think there's a good chance he signs it. But at the moment, he does look great. And there's those little holes. Everyone else has got bigger holes, so his little holes are smaller than everyone else's. So keep the guy playing, keep Sanchez out of the team, keep Tony Marshall on that left wing, and let him keep coming inside and scoring bangers like that for me.
I told you so. Cheers.